but there is one where that term has floated predominantly over the landscape of a matchup. When the Paul Bunyan Trophy is up for grabs, there is nothing little when these brothers start battling. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Spartans will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Michigan Wolverines offense will start this game off. The Wolverines often look at this rivalry as their birthright to win, and boy, did they put the hammer down in a blowout last year.
Yeah, and you heard a lot of hail to the victors, and you heard a lot about little brother, and a lot of shots throughout this last year about how Michigan is the program in the state. They are the brand, and Michigan State has heard that, Palmer, a ton.
And that's just been a narrative that we've heard throughout the years, too. And it's something that people love talking about in Ann Arbor is that they are the dominant team. And it's not even close in this in-state rival. Michigan State's got to do something to flip the script. If they want their program to reach the consistency that Michigan has, they've got to recruit better. And a big way in doing that is winning this game.
And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass, it's West. He fires to the left side. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. And it's good from 58 yards out.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Pressure coming. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, but we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
This one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch near the 50. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So they put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. Trying play action. Rushes on him. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Back to throw, it's West. Setting up the screen. Spins away from one. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Breaks the tackle. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Right on target the first time. Now he'll try another from 24 yards out. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead is 6 in the first.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. With the catch, it's Acker. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Spartans line up to punt it away. This will be his 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. Scanning the field, it's West. Makes the catch. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Surging forward on the sneak. Paul Bunyan, a huge part of trophies in the Big Ten. He's got an axe. He's got this trophy for the Spartans and the Wolverines. Where do you guys rank this trophy?
Yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's so many trophy games, I feel like, in the Big Ten, David. This game, obviously, it always has Big Ten implications, national championship implications. I will be honest, Paul Bunyan Trophy gives me the heebie-jeebies about that.
You don't like it, it just kind of gives you the heebie-jeebies. I hear you, but how about Reese throwing a ranking on us? Rank the trophies? Reese, what are we doing here? We're not ranking trophies. Huge rivalry game, a lot of emotions. We're talking about ranking trophies.
They're going back to the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of of the first down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Acker. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his guy an opportunity to catch the ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's ring.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Spartans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Spartans come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll run for it. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 13. And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Touchdown, Michigan State. Fitted in the window for the score.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. A 70-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this. Inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So here comes the Michigan offense. They've put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Dropping back, it's West. Got it set up on the outside. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They punt it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going to try to get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it behind the line. It's Acker. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's hard to be a quarterback in an option offense when you got so many things you have to be accountable for, and then you got to take care of the football, right? When you do make the decision to run, right or wrong, it's your decision. Now you got to wrap that thing up. You can't fumble the football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Makes the grab along the sidelines, but it'll be a little short of the first down. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. Trying to punch it in. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Keeping it on the ground on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Third and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Georgia Tech has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Bobby Dodd Stadium. They're up by 4 over Duke.
They'll start this drive with a pass.
We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll send the tight end in motion. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
It is such a luxury for a defensive coordinator when you know you can get after the quarterback. This is the best team in the nation right now in getting sacks, whether they rush 4, 5, or 6. Time and time again, when they get the opponent in a passing situation, they're able to get home and create negative plays.
The Spartans will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
That's caught. It's cheap. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Dropping back, it's West. On target. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Wants to keep it in the air. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Vincent. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Mims. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Reads it, fires complete. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy has been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. Guys, these two have been showing contempt and disdain for each other for more than a century. First meeting back in 1898.
Yeah, and my goodness, you think about all the years, all the plays. You think about Mike Hart a few years ago. What was he talking about? Little brother. That stung Michigan State so bad. The hatred for each other is what makes this game so fun to follow every single year.
And I always feel in this game specifically between Michigan and Michigan State, it's the big-time players and the Heisman candidates that have always stepped up and made big plays. So I can't wait to see what the best players in this game are ready to do.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking to throw on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Got his man to the left. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. Use the play fake, now to throw. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to fire. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Spartans. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Got the first down and more. He now has 61 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
Back to pass, it's West. He's going to take off. Makes a catch at the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wants to fire on second down. Pocket breaking down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much to break down from a spirited first half between Michigan and Michigan State with the Paul Bunyan Trophy at stake.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Off play action on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. We can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Here comes the heat. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. Example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. To the air, it's West. Fires one high and deep. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. They want to throw it. They've got the screen set up. He's into the end zone from the 2 and extends the lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking downfield on first down. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Off the play fake on first down. Gets it out quickly. Good, solid tackle. And the Spartans can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Spartans in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball is taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him and create the takeaway.
Finds a tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. The Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're facing a third down. Looking downfield, it's West. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The kick is on its way. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Complete in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. And the pass is broken up, incomplete, but there is a penalty flag on the field, and they may be throwing it in reverse. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. They cut into that lead. It's now 28-17.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
Now they'll run the draw. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's West. Looking down the middle. It's caught. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him. Got him on the ground too quick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Mims. Got a little space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He got it. They will score. Touchdown Wolverines. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The Wolverines have a nice little cushion in that Paul Bunyan trophy almost within their grasp.
Sparty can't quit, though. This game means too much. In the rivalry, in the conference play, in recruiting, Sparty now has to dig deep, and they've got to fight back. Just takes one play, David.
Yeah, and these guys are a bunch of underdog guys, right? These guys are the ones that are talked about in this rivalry as inferior to Michigan all the time. You got a chance to keep fighting, show what's inside your chest.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. motion. Wants to go up top on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power, you just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
What a beautiful day for the defense. A sack for you, a sack for you. Everybody gets a sack. Everything good happening for this defense.
And the Spartans now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bring in the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Misconnection leaves him with a third down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. Throwing right. Complete downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Finds a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense picks it up. Flying down the left side.